All right, on to our last page. Our last directions say to factor each expression. It's been a little while since we've done this, so it might be a little bit of a refresher here. And factoring is basically looking to see what term goes into both of our values equally that can be pulled out of both of these values. And we had a step for setting this up. We wanted a number outside of parentheses, open parentheses, close parentheses, and then whatever expression needs to go inside. So now I need to find my GCF, greatest common factor, for these two terms. In this case, it looks like it would be 12. So I would put a 12 outside here. 12 goes into 24 two times. So I would have negative 2x. 12 goes into 36 three times, so plus 3. Now for problem 42, I see that 8 goes into both 8 and 32, so that's one part of our factor, but we also have some variables here. I have x on one side, but not the other. I have y on both sides, so it looks like my factor would be 8y. And anytime I see that there's a negative in front of both terms, I'm going to go ahead and factor out the negative 8 as well. So negative 8y would be my complete term that I'm factoring out. Open my parentheses and figure out what's left inside. Negative 32 divided by 8 would give me a positive 4. Y over y would give me 1, so that would cancel out. And that would leave me with just x. So when I divide negative 32xy by negative 8y, I'm left with 4x remaining. Now when I divide negative 8y by negative 8y, that just gives me positive 1. So that would be my factored expression. Problem number 43, 81x minus 27. Here it looks like my factor is going to be 9. So when I divide 81x by 9, I get 9x. When I divide 27 by 9, I get 3. So 9 times the difference of 9x minus 3 would be my factored expression. Number 44, 7x cubed plus 21x. X cubed basically means I have 3 x's all multiplied together. So my common GCF would be 7, goes into both of my numeric terms. But then I also have at least 1x on both sides, so I'm going to pull out a 7x. If I take 1x away from 3x, I'm left with 2 x's, so that would remain x squared. 21 divided by 3 gives me 7, gives me 3. X over x gives me 1, so that would be my simplified factored expression. I'm going to skip 45 and 46 because that is, again, definitions that you should be able to look in your notes for. We'll do 47, 48 real quick. 47, 48. We found the LCD and multiplied the entire equation by it. In this case, that would be 12. So I would ask myself, 12 divided by 3 is 4, times 1 would be 4x, minus 12 divided by 2 would be 6, times 1 is 6, plus 12 divided by 12 is 1, times 1 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3, times 5 is 15. So now in one quick step, we have deleted every fraction, and all we need to do is simplify by combining like terms. Don't have any more x's. Negative 6 plus 1 would be negative 5 equals 15. Add 5 to both sides. 4x equals 20. Divide both sides by 4. So x equals 5. Problem number 48, last problem for your study guide. It's been a little while since we've done this as well, but this was clearing clearing decimals. We needed to find out which decimal, which number in the equation had the highest number of place values after the decimal, and that would be both of these two terms, and that was 2 terms, so that's the tenths and hundredth place. So I'm going to multiply every term by 100. 0.15 times 100 would give me 15x minus 6.2 times 100 would give me 620 equals negative 7.55 would be negative 755. Add 620 to both sides, and that will give me negative 135 equals 15x. Divide both sides by 15, and x equals negative 9. Hopefully you enjoyed working on your study guide, and it gave you a good opportunity to feel well prepared for your Unit 2 exam.